Hello and welcome to Montana. Hey, I wanted to try my hand at making a cleanup sluice. And maybe I can give some people some ideas. I think I've solved a lot of problems that I feel other cleanup sluices have. So let me just tell you what I got going on and why I made this like this. First off, I didn't need a stand. I was going to build one. I've already got one for my regular sluice box. I've got my regular sluice box in here. Of course, if I'm out in the field or wherever and I want to do the cleanup, I can use this. This fits right in my sluice box here. It's nice and tight and firm, so that works. The other thing I wanted is I wanted a way to feed it where you just weren't sitting with a teaspoon dumping it in and your gold's all globbed up with your black sand and stuff, and it's halfway down the mat before it ever settles into the mat, or clogging up your riffles with black sand and your gold's just continuing on down. So I came up with this little hopper here on top to feed it. I've got 2 water supplies coming in here, so hopefully this will work and slowly feed it into the sluice box. Let me grab the camera. The other thing that I wanted to change was most cleanup sluices have one profile of matting in them, and I didn't like that because, you know, if you run different profiles in your sluice box, you end up with catching more gold. So what I did is I added a low profile rib matting up here at the top. Then I went to a deep V rib matting here at the bottom. Then I went to a sawtooth mat here, then deep ribbed, and then sawtooth. And then the other thing I did is, you know, once you ran your material through your cleanup sluice, the only way to really know if you caught all the gold or not is to repan your concentrates. Well, what I did is I added this little piece of tin down here at the bottom, and underneath I have 2 95-pound pull magnets underneath there to trap the black sand. I've done some experimenting with this in the past, and if you get a buildup of black sand down here and your gold gets out, more than likely it's going to get trapped by that black sand, and it catches really small particles. So that's what I've did down here. I just used my 1,000-gallon-hour pump. I use 5/8 garden hose. I can either run this from a garden hose or my pump. If I want to do it here at the house, I could just hook the garden hose up down here. But here are my 2 water supplies and my pressure control. Comes up here and into the back. My sluice box here, it's 4 inches wide. It started out as a window seal planter box for flowers. Got it at Home Depot and cut it down. My little feeder tray up here at the top is a mud pan for sheetrockers. Put your sheetrock mud in there and you can sheetrock and tape and all that. So that's what that is. I'm going to put a little hole in the bottom here. I put some flaps up here to control the water flow and get a nice even flow. I've got one here at the top. I've got one, I don't know if you can see it, in the very back there where that water supply comes in. And then where this dumps in, I've got another flap here in the front. So I've got a total of 3 flaps in there to kind of smooth out the water. I haven't ran it yet. I did put some water through it last night. I think it's going to work awesome. But I've got some concentrates over here, all screened down to -20. These are wet, and also I wanted a way to run my material wet or dry. Now, here's some dry over here, screened down to -20. And I know what somebody's going to say, your gold's going to float out of your pan and all, or out of your sluice. Well, the only way gold floats, we all know this, gold doesn't float. It's 18 times heavier than water. The surface tension may hold it up, but as soon as you break the surface tension, the gold will drop to the bottom. So, as long as I don't have a totally smooth surface in here, no surface tension. So when the gold comes down here and drops into the bottom, we're breaking the surface tension. Goes under the flap here, breaking the surface tension again. So I know it's my own opinion, but I don't see how I'm going to be floating any gold out of this sluice box by running dry material. And I'd much rather run my material dry than wet. Just easier and smoother all the way around. So let me get this thing fired up and we will see how it works. Okay, got the thing turned on. We got a little water coming down the tray there. Then falling in down below. And then we got, look at all them nice little V's in there. Super, super calm water coming down. That's what I want to see. So, like I said, I haven't put any dirt in this yet at all. So I don't really know how it's going to go. So it might take a little adjusting. My hope is it'll just eat it away. That's my hope. That's going down there pretty good. All the heavies are taking a minute. Might need to turn that down just a hair. I want to turn that down just a little bit more. So, oh, that's cool. Look at the gold. You can hope you can see that. We got gold right up in the top, sticking right there. I guess it's a mini Miller stable. You can see that gold in there, just sitting there floating. Just sitting, barely moving down. Oh, that's way cool. I don't know if the camera will pick that up or not, but since it's sitting there, I'm going to try and snuffer bottle it up. See if that'll work. Then it doesn't even have to go through the sluice. Come at it from the bottom side and just suck it up. Oh, sweet. Hey, this is going to be fun. They're just eating it away. That might be a little much. No, we can see all the fines moving along there. Staying active. Probably need to turn it up just a hair. Really like the way this thing's working, for sure. Yeah, just eating it away. That's what I wanted. Had the water up a little too high in the beginning, but that's what I was looking for. There we go. I like that. Just a nice steady flow. I'm done running the dry or the wet material. We're getting a little bit of black sand buildup down here on the magnets. A little bit. Things are running along just fine. I see some gold up there in the mat, so that's good. So let's run some dry material and we'll see how that goes. Might have to turn down the water a little more, who knows. Okay, this is some dry material, all streamed down to 20 mesh. Oh, the spoon's still wet. You see one little piece of gold in there. Black sand. That's working pretty good. Now there's nothing floating down that sluice box. Nothing at all. So I don't know how we would be losing gold by running this dry. There's absolutely nothing on top. Going right down through. I think I like my cleanup sluice. Okay, we are done running the material. I'm going to let this run a little bit. Let it clean out real good before I clean out the sluice. And I think the first order of business will be to, of course, check the magnet, see if we got any gold in that at all. If there's no gold in that, I'm going to assume my sluice box did the job. And then we'll clean out that sluice and see how much gold we get. Okay, first order of business is to turn this thing off and clean off this magnets and see if there's any gold in there. Alright, we got a little bit of dish soap in there. Swirl this around, see if we get anything. Oh, while I'm doing this, you guys that follow my videos know that I made a lot of different contraptions this year. My trommel and automatic sluice box feeder, all kinds of things like that. But I was contacted the other day by a company called homeinventions.com. They wanted to take and share some of my videos on their website. So I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Well, I am seeing absolutely no gold. There might be like a minus 200 right there. I'm not sure. Yeah, no gold. That makes me very, very happy. Now I know my sluice box was working well. Black sand didn't catch any gold at all. So now we'll get this thing cleaned out and pan out the rest of it. Alright, there's some gold in there. Sweet, like that. Well, we'll get this all cleaned up, and a lot of the gold stayed right up there at the top. Awesome. We'll get this cleaned up and be back. Well, we got all done cleaning up. I couldn't be happier with the way the sluice box worked. The cleanup sluice. I think that's going to work out awesome. Now, all I need to do is a miller table, and I think I'll complete my arsenal of prospecting equipment. Probably not, but I still need to make a miller's table, so that'll probably be a project coming up. There's the gold we recovered out of the sluice box, and I didn't see that anything really escaped. Super happy. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Bye now.